Hello, my name's Josh Burkett, and children need a better understanding of how nature works and the creatures that live within nature. We come across animals every day of our lives, birds, could be squirrels. If you live even in the city, squirrels are still around. So, the topic of debate is, are classroom pets good for children? Do they promote a positive effect on them, or is there a negative effect of having them in the classroom, such as like being distracted, or anything that could hinder their experience when trying to learn? Well, PR News Wire, they believe that it's a very positive thing to have classroom pets around children. They believe that and have studied that having a dog in the classroom will improve the students' interest in paying attention to the teacher while the teacher is talking about history or math or science. It just encourages kids to learn because it's fun and it calms the environment of the classroom down to make it more enjoyable for young children to help them pay attention better. Another thing is that it also changed the behavior and the attitude of the students. They want to learn now, and they're more encouraged to sit back and take notes or pay attention to what the teacher is saying. No child is acting out, no outbursts of any students of being angry or just upset. There's a lot less outbursts within the young students. One organization that is against having classroom pets is PETA, and they believe in that animals are for nature and not they don't belong to humans, which sounds like a positive thing because they want to protect animals, which is good, but they don't believe in having classroom and children together. One of the reasons that they have is that they believe the animal will get abused from children not knowing how to handle the pets, such as like a lizard or a guinea pig. They might drop the animal, they might irritate the animal, the animal's trying to sleep or eat. And they also don't want children getting hurt from like an animal biting them, but there's a good way to counteract what they said when children mishandle the pets. If the teacher, before the teacher lets the students come into contact with the animals, the teacher should have the children understand the importance of why they need to be careful when holding the animal or feeding the animal to make sure that they don't get hurt or that they hurt or irritate the animal. They also believe that the teachers are abandoning the pets on weekends or long vacation breaks from school, which I have actual personal experience of that happening, but it wasn't intentional or anything. Nobody meant for the animals to pass away in my elementary school. We had little like frogs and a salamander in our library that students were allowed to look at. We weren't allowed to touch them, but we could look at them, and the janitors were supposed to feed them on a week-long vacation, and they forgot, and they ended up passing away. So it is possible, it is reasonable what PETA is expressing, but teachers should also have a way to take care of those animals outside of school, or the janitors. Somebody needs to take care of the animals. So children also have their own opinions on this. From a Scholastic article, there's a kid from Ohio, his name is Patrick. He doesn't want classroom pets. He thinks it's a bad idea. He thinks that it's very distracting and that it hinders the educational experience for younger children. He finds it that the children are going to be more interested in the animal rather than what they're learning in class, which that can happen. Some students might feel that way or act that way. However, Delijah from Texas believes that it's a good thing to have animals within your classroom because they had a little lizard named Elliot, and the teacher used math to help encourage kids to learn math and better understand that classroom pets, yes, they're fun, but it's also here to benefit you, not just for play or just for fun, just to help take care of. It's not just there. It also promotes a lot of responsibility. One of the examples that Delicia's teacher used was that she helped the students organize how much it would cost to feed the lizard Elliot, the bearded dragon, for 1 year. And the kids would also take turns feeding the lizard. This is why I believe that it is very important for children to have classroom pets, is because there's too many pros that outweigh the cons. I think it's just a better learning experience for them. When I was a kid in elementary school, we had guinea pigs and everything, and I liked going to the classroom to learn about it, because that was the first time I've seen a guinea pig. It was exotic. I've never knew anything like that existed when I was younger. So it was really nice to have that in the classroom, and I do believe that it taught me responsibility. Because I was a young kid. I would, I'd be hyper. I would roughhouse with my cats when I was younger, and my mom would yell at me. My family would yell at me and explain to me why I would stop. But I never understood it fully as a kid because I'm a child. I want to run around, play roughhouse. That's what children do. But with having those guinea pigs in the classroom, I think it is very beneficial for everyone. Everyone that's in that classroom, I think, benefits from having a class pet. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope to see your speeches. I hope you learned a little bit of something, and maybe you can debate the topic with me when you critique. Thanks.